As the conflict continues between Ukraine and Russia, you've no doubt noticed prices going up on everything that you buy every day. Here in Arkansas, Riceland Foods, one of the largest processors for grain and rice, is already feeling additional disruptions to the supply chain. THV11.
Wheat prices surged nearly 40% this month, hitting their highest level in 14 years on Thursday, a result of the escalating conflict between major exporters Russia and Ukraine, who are responsible for 30% of global wheat supply.
The price of flour is set to rise by a further 33% as of tomorrow, Wednesday. National Flour Mills Limited announced today, Tuesday, that while it has been able to secure sufficient wheat stocks to guarantee that Trinidad and Tobago has an adequate supply of flour for the remainder of 2022, the cost of wheat to NFM has increased by a further 49% in 2022 due to the ongoing war in Ukraine.
NFM told FMT that a 25-kilogram sack previously sold for 45 ringgit was now priced at 65 ringgit. He warned that if prices were not controlled, there would be a slight increase in the price of wheat-based products by Presma's 9,000 members. He said he was worried that wholesalers might start hoarding wheat flour with the aim of eventually raising prices.
Before we start our topic about why flour prices rise, I would like to share to your concept about production and cost and how it relates to the cost of input and hence affect the cost of output. Production is the process of making or manufacturing from input to output. In economics, cost has two types, with each fixed cost and variable cost. Flour is a necessity for everyone. This is due to the fact that flour creates structure in baked goods. For instance, cookies, bread, pancakes, pizza, and pasta. The problem statement is, what is the reason for the price increase of flour? What is the impact of rising flour prices? What is the best solution to solve it? Now, I will pass to my partner to explain it.
In this few years, the increase in the price of flour in Malaysia triggered a change effect, result in everyday items such as noodles, biscuits, and bread being more costly. I'm here to discuss to you the reason that price of flour increased. There are two main reasons that price of flour increased, which is Russia-Ukraine conflict and the production and variable cost of flour increase. For the first one, Russia-Ukraine conflict. Based on the report of Observatory of Economic Complexity about the product wheat, the Russia is the top wheat exporter in the world. And the Russia-Ukraine conflict, the Russian invasions of Ukraine have disrupted agriculture production and trade from one of the major food exporting regions. The disruption in the agriculture sector leading to supply shortage worldwide, and this caused the wheat production decrease. When the wheat production decreased, the price of the wheat is increased, which would eventually influence the price of the flour. Hence, the flour price in Malaysia is increased sharply.
The second reason is the production and variable cost of flour increase. As we know, wheat is the main grain that mostly used to make flour. So, if the cost of wheat increases, definitely the production cost of flour increases. The variable costs such as fertilizer and labor costs will also increase the price of flour. In order to maximize yield and protect wheat crop from pests and diseases, most of the farmers use fertilizer and chemicals. Increases in fertilizer and chemical price contribute to the variable cost of wheat, subsequently impacting flour prices. For the labor cost, the minimum wage for Malaysia is increased, and this can potentially impact the production cost of flour and subsequently influence its price.
There are a few effects if the price of flour increases. One of the effects is an increase in production cost. Flour is a main ingredient in the production of flour-based food. Food producers have to control greater input costs when the price of flour increases. Businesses will try to find several ways to reduce the effect on their profitability, such as by replacing the flour with another ingredient, improving the process of production, obtaining better prices from suppliers, or reducing the serving sizes while maintaining price point. Businesses might also find it challenging to absorb the higher cost if the rise in flour prices is significant or prolonged. For smaller food businesses in particular, this might result in decreased profit margins, which can be a serious problem. The businesses have no choice but to make difficult decisions, such as increasing the product price to overcome the impact they are facing, even though they knew this action might upset consumers. The second effect of an increase in the price of flour is an increase in consumer prices. In many food products, such as bread, cake, and noodles, flour is an important component. The cost of producing food for manufacturers increases when the price of flour goes up. These producers often raise costs for consumers by increasing the prices of products made with flour in order to maintain their profit margins. As a result, households pay more for common food items, which might put a burden on their finances and lower their purchasing power. For individuals and families, especially those with lower incomes who spend the majority of their budget on food, the rising cost of flour can have a negative impact on their total cost of living.
Market monitoring and control are being implemented as a solution to the rising price of flour in Malaysia's economy. This indicates that price manipulation can be avoided and consumers can be protected from price increases by establishing regulatory frameworks and maintaining fair market practices. The government should have the authority to investigate and take action against entities found to be violating unfair practices regulations. Price stability can be maintained through regular monitoring of the flour market and stringent execution of law. The government will establish a department to be in charge of monitoring pricing at several points along the supply chain, such as production, distribution, and retail. The government can detect irregular price variation, detect potential market manipulation, and take appropriate action by collecting and analyzing pricing data on a regular basis. Next, the government may think about giving subsidy to various flour producers who are involved in the production and consumption of it as a way to combat the rising price of flour. Producer subsidies are intended to assist flour producers by lowering their production costs or increasing their competitiveness. Subsidy might take in the form of grants, tax break, low interest loan, and price control program. Producers can maintain consumer-friendly price despite the rise in input costs by lowering their costs. The government can additionally subsidize the cost of wheat import, fertilizer, seed, or machinery used in wheat production or flour milling. By minimizing the cost of the input, producers can maintain competitive pricing and ensure a consistent supply of affordable flour in Malaysia.
In summary, the significance of flour in baking cannot be understated. However, the increase in flour prices, driven by factors such as production costs and geopolitical conflicts, creates a ripple effect on businesses, consumers, and the economy at large. Struggles to maintain profitability, rising consumer prices, and potential economic consequences highlight the far-reaching impact of fluctuating flour prices. Efforts to address and mitigate these challenges are crucial to ensure the accessibility and affordability of essential food items and sustain economic stability. That's all. Thank you.